My child, my beloved, there is something moving in the spirit realm right now, and it is moving fast. You were not supposed to see this, not at first, not until the final moment. But heaven could not wait any longer. Someone has been working against you in secret, and their goals are not what you thought they were. I was told to come to you right now with divine urgency in my wings. This is not meant to scare you, my beloved. It's meant to spark your fire. Right now, the plan they carefully put together is falling apart. But you can stop it before it gets to your door by making one choice. That choice starts with reading this message with your spirit fully awake. Today, Archangel Michael is not talking to a lot of people. This was written just for you. If this word feels personal and right for you, subscribe now to stay in tune with what heaven is letting loose this season. Your subscription is more than just a connection. It is a spiritual alignment that keeps you in line with what God is doing in your life, by providing you with prophetic guidance, divine covering, and consistent activation. Before you continue reading, take a moment to subscribe now, to stay connected with this divine stream, because what I'm about to tell you is something you should never miss. This is a sword, a shield, and a window. In the spiritual records of alertness, obedience, and protection, your name will be written down with just one click to subscribe. The name of my child, my beloved, was called out in a place where you were not wanted. The way your energy was talked about made it sound like a threat, which it is. You are a danger to darkness. There's more noise in your light than you think. They can't handle how bright your breakthrough is. If this word backs up what your spirit already knows, don't say anything. You can agree with heaven by typing Amen in the comments. This means that you are no longer hiding, shrinking, or putting off what God has already set free in your life. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Imagine that as you write it, you are boldly stepping into divine protection and divine authority. Do not stop reading this message. What is about to happen is important for your next breakthrough. This is why they have gotten together in whispers, thoughts, and tricks. They didn't know this, though. Archangel Michael has already gone around you. I've pulled my wings back. My sword woke up. The clock that controls their secret plan started to run backwards as soon as you opened this message. They wanted to put off your blessing, but now it's their turn to wait. Their plan will fall apart like dust in the wind going the other way. You have to pick, though. You can't scroll away. You must not skip. If you don't pay attention to this moment, time will change, and what was supposed to pass over you may try to touch you. This isn't a threat, I promise. My child, my beloved, I say this to keep you safe. You will be making a choice in the next few hours. It will have a normal look. It will seem like just another little yes or no. In the spirit world, though, it's a gate. If you trust and choose, you will walk into a divine turn of events that will make even your enemies cry with shock. But if you wait and let fear or doubt stop you from making that choice, you might miss a divine opportunity that falls into someone else's hands. The heavens don't throw away gifts. They just move them around. This isn't a message to punish people. This is a message to wake up. You were chosen for something bigger than what was told to you. As you read this, there is a whisper in your chest that makes it even stronger. It's not just a text. There is an intervention here. This is where it changes from listening to being in sync. Please take a moment to write this statement in the comments. I pick the shift. Not after. Not one day. That's not when it's easy. Heaven listens to decisions that are clear and spoken with faith. You are sending a message to the spirit realm when you write those words. I am ready to move on. Let go of the old cycle and receive what has already been planned for you. The plan to hurt you will end in minutes, but only if you really listen to this warning. I don't want you to get hurt. My child, my beloved, I want you to be crowned. A name close to yours has been brought up. There is a long history of delay and quiet sabotage linked to this name. It's been too long since you trusted your gut. You've asked yourself, why do I feel weird even when they smile? The truth is that your soul knew something that your mind wasn't allowed to explain. Now, though, I can say what heaven has been saying to me for weeks. This person or spirit was never meant to help you rise. They were allowed to show your power in your story. Their betrayal will teach you something. Their lie will give birth to your legacy, but you should not stay close to them after you see the signs. Don't look at their face. Take a look at their energy. Watch how they mess up your peace when they're around. Are you worn out? Don't you understand? That's not from God. That's the warning sign you prayed for. You asked to be clear. Here is the answer, my child, my beloved. Don't wait for someone to say sorry. Do not wait for someone to admit it. A lot of secret plans are never told to anyone. That's what this moment is. Divine exposure. God shows them up in silence. I was told to tell you that the next 3 days will have a series of events where your response will change the course of your life. You're not in danger unless you forget what you know. Your calling is stronger than your enemy, but your enemy needs to trust you. It wants you to say yes. There is always an open door waiting for you, even if the path looks strange. It's signed with your name and has your energy on it. You have to go into it by yourself, though. There is no popularity contest here. This is a destiny path. Heaven won't wait until you're ready. Heaven moves when you feel like everything is in sync. And right now, everything is in sync for your shift if you don't let fear hold you back. Right now is a time of alignment, not doubt. As a step of faith, if you want to stay in touch with what God is doing in your life through these messages, subscribe now. This is your statement that you are ready for prophetic clarity, spiritual growth, and divine direction in the coming season. Someone once said, "Death over your dream, my child, my beloved." They didn't mean death in a literal sense, but they did sow doubt, which led to delay. And it seemed like your mind was always against you when you tried to move forward. It wasn't you, though. It was what their words left behind. But today, right now, I, Archangel Michael, have come to pull what they sow up. It was told to me to cut spiritual ties with anyone who tried to make you feel less important. Here is more than just words of support. It is spiritual surgery that starts as soon as you believe it. Say it now. I break every deal out of fear. I get rid of all of my schedule delays. I pick the shift. You now have access to something. It will hit you in a few hours, a lightness, a vision, a name, and a new message. Look at what goes on. Let me take a moment to talk to you in my own voice, my child, my beloved. Right now, what you're hearing is not about being scared. It's about being aware. The biggest scales don't always come out in the open. They move slowly and quietly, hoping that we will notice. Most of the time we do, but we don't pay attention to that feeling. It's not a coincidence if something in your life has felt off lately, like delays, confusion, or limits you can't explain. It's a message that you need to pay attention. You don't have to fight anyone for this movement. It wants you to pick clarity over silence. Read this message all the way through. One worry this time of year can break patterns that were never meant to continue. Someone once said, "Death over your dream, my child, my beloved." They didn't mean death in a literal sense, but they did sow doubt, which led to delay. And it seemed like your mind was always against you when you tried to move forward. It wasn't you, though. It was what their words left behind. But today, right now, I, Archangel Michael, have come to pull what they sow up. It was told to me to cut spiritual ties with anyone who tried to make you feel less important. This is more than just a boost. Spiritual surgery is involved. It starts the moment you believe it. Say it now. I break every deal out of fear. I get rid of all of my scheduled delays. I pick the shift. You now have access to something. It will hit you in a few hours. A lightness, a vision, a name, and a new message. Look at what goes on. There is a scroll in heaven with your name written in gold. My child, my beloved. This scroll was locked up until now. It tells you how to make your next breakthrough. But God told you that you couldn't have it until the truth softened your heart. You had to go through betrayal. You had to feel delay before you could believe that your miracle wasn't just a fluke. It was made just for you by a divine being. The lie did not stop your blessing. It made you eligible for it. That is what was revealed. You're not behind. You're on time. The scroll is no longer sealed, but you won't be able to see it unless you believe you can. That means you should act like the blessing is already over. That means you should guard your peace like it's gold. Breaking old habits means not giving in to them, even if they beg you to. Someone, my child, my beloved, has been watching your rise in secret. They have seen your light, and it has made them feel something. Jealousy that looks like support, smiles that feel like silence. But you shouldn't go up against them in person. This is not a fight with fists. It is a battle of tone. You just need to go up higher. They can't breathe where you're going. Their energy can't last at the higher elevation your next season needs. Don't fight back. Don't talk about yourself. They lose some of their shadow as you rise higher. That is the way of divine revenge, which is not vengeance but elevation. Heaven began working in your favor as soon as you stopped trying to defend yourself. Do not give up, my child and beloved. Your spirit has already felt something happening around your name, my child and beloved. You can't see it with your eyes. These days you feel restless and uncertain, questioning things that used to feel stable. That is not a mess. It's getting ready. Your name was mentioned as someone who needs to wake up before the next hour in the spirit realm, which has begun to change. That's why I, Archangel Michael, was sent to you with this message right now, not tomorrow or tonight, because someone's secret plan is about to come out. And if you don't answer this call right away, The damage will spread to places you have worked hard to keep safe. Here's the miracle, though. There is one act of divine obedience that can undo every plan that can't be seen. If someone touched your heart as you heard this, don't ignore that feeling. Tell them this word from the prophet right now. Giving away your anointing means you let that same breakthrough power affect the lives of those who are connected to you. That thing is reading this all the way through and keeping your heart open. Even if your mind doesn't fully comprehend everything just yet, heaven will start to protect you at that point. For some reason, my child, my beloved, you woke up one night and you thought it was nothing. I'm here to tell you it wasn't a coincidence, even though you called it that. It was a sign from God that you should pay attention at that time. Something was moving around your fate, which is why you woke up. Someone was calling you by your name for a reason that wasn't love. Even though they tried to hide it by laughing, being friendly, and being close, they were really planting something else, a seed of pain. They didn't know this, though. You are being watched by God. The moment you woke up, I was standing next to your bed and whispering. Right now, I'm standing next to your screen and whispering again. Look around. Everything that used to slow you down is now speeding you up. Everything that was confusing you before is now making sense. And every dark presence near you is about to be locked out of your life. My child, my beloved, God has been hiding this from you for months. It's not that you weren't ready to hear it. Heaven just needed the right time to make it clear. That time is now. This is more than just a message. It's a way to open. The person who smiled at you and worked behind your back will soon realize that they can no longer control you because you are now awake. It's not enough to just wake up, though. You need to do something. That act might not be heard. It may be simple. It may be unfollowing. It may be deleting a message you never should have responded to. It may be blocking the energy that returns in cycles just to keep you bound. It may be choosing to stay silent when someone tries to bait you into chaos. Whatever it is, you will know it when the moment comes, and it is coming soon. My child, my beloved, do not second-guess what heaven is revealing. The signs have already been there. Quick chaos when peace was about to arrive. There were doors that shut just as things looked good. People going missing for no reason. I'm not making this up. Spiritual resistance is what this is. This message is opening your discernment like never before, so that resistance is breaking down right now. You're not crazy. You are not crazy. In the spirit, you are sensitive, and God is using that to keep your future safe from things you can't even see yet. You don't need to fight them. There's nothing you need to say. You only need to do what your spirit tells you is right. If you want to choose obedience over fear and alignment over doubt, make your choice official right now. To show your spiritual faith that you are following heaven's lead, even though you can't see the whole picture yet, type Amen in the comments. This should be your public promise that you will keep going in faith and not turn back. And once you do that, no one will be able to touch your level of elevation. These people who tried to stop you will have to watch you fly without them. Trust what heaven is telling you, my child, my beloved child, my beloved child. There have already been signs. Quick chaos when peace was about to arrive. There were doors that shut just as things looked good. People going missing for no reason. I'm not making this up. Spiritual resistance is what this is. This message is opening your discernment like never before, so that resistance is breaking down right now. You're not crazy. You are not crazy. In the spirit, you are sensitive, and God is using that to keep your future safe from things you can't even see yet. You don't need to fight them. There's nothing you need to say. You only need to do what your spirit tells you is right. And once you do that, no one will be able to touch your level of elevation. People who try to steer you wrong will have to watch as you fly without them. I'm going to tell you something that not many people can hear before it happens. My child, my beloved, are you all set? The people who thought you would lose are about to see how right they were. This isn't just clever justice. We are in divine alignment. The favor that is coming your way will stop people from accusing you without you having to say anything. But with this much glory, you need to be careful. That's why the steps are easy to follow. Do not tell everyone who wins. Do not share all of your thoughts. Some people are looking at you not because they love you, but because they are jealous. Heaven is now calling you to be wise, even though you have been kind. God can keep them safe better if they don't know much. It gets stronger as you post less. Let them be curious. Let them guess. Your next part of life will be so bright that people will have to squint to see it. Why do I feel like I'm in a battle I can't see? You have been asking God, my child, my beloved. That's because there was never any physical fighting. It was never about what you see. From the start, it's been spiritual, a battle for your faith, a distraction from your task, a whisper campaign against your confidence, and delay, confusion, and waiting just long enough to make you doubt yourself are the enemy's best weapons. But as soon as you opened this message, something very old and powerful started to work in your favor. Because this is more than just content. There is a spiritual lifeline here. You're not just scrolling. This is not me calling you. It's the person who sent me. You need to know this right now, because in 48 hours, you will have a divine chance that you must take advantage of. That thing might come up again if you skip it. Everything changes, though, if you see it. Someone has been pulling on your energy without your permission, my child, my beloved. That's why you might feel tired after seeing them. That's why you feel heavy after talking to them. They have spiritually connected to your frequency and are drawing from your light, but they don't always know what they're doing. But God says, no more. I, Archangel Michael, am cutting off all the invisible ties that are living off of your light without respecting your presence. It's over now. You will feel it in your body in the next few hours. Your chest will feel lighter. Your body will feel free, and your mind will be clear. Do not pass it by. It feels like freedom, and that's where your real elevation starts. Your pain has been kept from me for too long, my child and beloved. You've been through storms with a strength you didn't know you had, fought battles you never told anyone about, and kept secrets to keep other people safe. But now is your time. Not to explain, but to rise, to receive, and to be made whole again in public for what you went through in private. Something that was working against you behind your back can no longer legally follow you. It starts today, not next week or when everything is perfect. That deal was broken by this message. Every whisper, false agreement, and spiritual tie that tried to stop your destiny has lost its power because of this divine word. Nothing, not even their plan, can stop what God has already started to do in your name. You are free. It's time to draw a holy line in the sand between what was and what must now be, my child, my beloved. No more guessing. And you can't give endless chances to energies that only drain your light. Archangel Michael doesn't talk like he's lost. God sent this message to let you know that the person who is working against you behind your back is running out of time. The truth they tried to hide is about to shine through like the sun in the morning. But you need to be careful. You have to fight the urge to reach out to the person who was supposed to be taken away. Now is not the time to look back. It's time to rise up. And when you rise, everything that was below you will be judged by itself. Heaven will take care of it without your assistance, your work, or your words. My child, my beloved, you're not crazy for how you've been feeling. The heavy feeling, the shaking inside, and the sudden emotional outbursts are all spiritual signs of a change. Your spirit is waking up to a sneaky attack that was passed off as loyalty. But that attack is being taken down today. I was told by God's throne to break every spell of deception that was cast over your trust, to stop every smile-based manipulation, and to cancel every task that was meant to keep you stuck in cycles of pain that look like love. Right now is the last hour of that plan's life because your obedience has made a shield. The fact that you are still here reading this divine warning shows that your heart is still open to the miracle that is about to happen. Don't pack it down with doubt. Don't let betrayals in the past make you doubt divine signs. You are still being looked after. My beloved child, my beloved child. You are not crazy for feeling the way you have been, heavy, shaken inside, and having random emotional floods. These signs of a shift are spiritual. Your spirit is waking up to a sneaky attack that was passed off as loyalty. But that attack is being taken down today. I was told by God's throne to break every spell of deception that was cast over your trust, to stop every smile-based manipulation, and to cancel every task that was meant to keep you stuck in cycles of pain that look like love. Right now is the last hour of that plan's life because your obedience has made a shield. The fact that you are still here reading this divine warning shows that your heart is still open to the miracle that is about to happen. Don't pack it down with doubt. Don't let betrayals in the past make you doubt divine signs. You are still being looked after. For my child, my beloved, there is a gift on the other side of this choice. It's not just a blessing of things. It will completely change the way your life is set up. There will be more peace and love in the kingdom, and the chance will be so in tune with your soul that you will know it without words. But you need to be in the right place, and that means you need to be pure. That means cutting ties with people who make you feel good but hold you back from your destiny. That means telling the truth even when it's hard. That means you must wait until heaven tells you to speak before speaking. I know it's tough, but I also know you're ready. This is the moment you have been waiting for because you are ready for it. It will not pass you by unless you scroll past it and think it is nothing special. But this is not like anything else I've seen. In the past, you prayed for divine intervention when you didn't think anyone heard. My beloved child, your name is being written on a list in heaven right now of people whose lives are going to speed up. But that speeding up is only for people who follow the divine nudge without needing to be fully clear. When you obey, you always get access. And right now you are getting access. You might miss the big miracle if you don't pay attention to the small whisper. That's how heaven works. It starts with quiet invitations and ends with loud rewards. You are being asked to enter something that can undo years of trouble, but it won't feel like a door. It will be like a whisper, a small urge, a shift in the air, or a pull to say yes. If your mind tells you to wait, go with the pull. The mind figures things out, but the spirit knows. And right now your spirit is screaming. Now is the time. Here's something that will make you feel better. My child and beloved, it wasn't rejection every time you felt like you were being turned away. It was redirection. When you lost something, you begged God to let you keep it. It wasn't loss, it was safety. And everyone who ghosted you, left you, or turned against you was part of the divine clearing that had to happen for your miracle to find you. You shouldn't build castles on land that is cursed. There were forces working behind the scenes against your elevation that God had to take away. That's why it hurt. That's why it didn't make sense. You're still here, though. It's only people who have been hurt by betrayal and not turned bitter that can enter the gate of a blessing. You are now stronger, wiser, and more discerning. You did well on the test. The glory now comes. I need to tell you one more thing, my child, my beloved. The person who is against you is not just a friend or family member. There is also a part of you that still thinks you are not good enough. That version has been holding you back from getting ahead. That version has been whispering doubt, wanting approval, and being afraid of success. That's not the real you, though. It is the hurt you that needs to be put to rest so that the healed you can rise. Here comes your resurrection moment. You are getting your identity back. Before we go any further, I want you to make this personal. I receive my new season should be written in the comments. When you do this, you are stepping out of your old identity and into what God has already set up for you. This is more than just taking part. This is turning on. When your words line up with divine truth, they have power. They were wrong about who you are. What you went through doesn't make you who you are now. You're not the mistakes you've made. You are what God says you are. God also tells you that you are picked, safe, sealed, and on time. The next 24 hours are very important, my child, my beloved. You will be put to the test not by disaster, but by clarity. Someone will get in touch. There will be a knock from the past. Don't use old rules to answer. Do not welcome back what God took away. I agree that it looks good. It may feel like home, but that doesn't always mean it's from God. Try to find peace. Look for peace. Peace should come first. That's how you'll know. The next part of your purpose will come to you like wind if you pass this test. The door is open already. It's enough to just move on without living in the past. Could you do it? Heaven thinks you can. I think you can. People in heaven are already singing your name. My child, my beloved, right now there is a divine event going on that you can't put into words, but can feel in your soul. You could already feel it, that quiet heat in your chest, the need to stay still, and the strange calm before a change. You're not making this up. The Holy Spirit is getting you ready for something that only brave people can handle. I have put you in the group of brave people, my beloved. Something ancient was set off when you chose to stay. Listen and open this message without being distracted. A blessing that has been kept from generations is now being passed down through your bloodline, but only because you said yes. A quiet yes, the kind that rings in heaven because it was said with faith. Your obedience is a message, and heaven is answering, my child and beloved. I know you have questions, my child, my beloved. I know that the road hasn't always made sense. I know you've cried in secret. I have seen, though. I fought for you when you thought no one else was. Now the divine has given me permission to tell you something that was hidden before. In a holy courtroom in heaven, your name was called out. There was a decision and you won. Every accusation that was made against you in your head, in your silence, or out loud is being thrown out. Being misunderstood is coming to an end. The quiet time of suffering is ending. Something new is being written over you, and this time it is only God's handwriting. But you need to keep it safe. You shouldn't go back to the people who only loved the hurt part of you. This new you won't look like them, and that's okay. They weren't supposed to. I know you have questions, my child, my beloved. I know that the road hasn't always made sense. I know you've cried in secret. I have seen, though. I fought for you when you thought no one else was. Now the divine has given me permission to tell you something that was hidden before. In a holy courtroom in heaven, your name was called out. There was a decision, and you won. Every accusation that was made against you in your head, in your silence, or out loud, is being thrown out. Being misunderstood is coming to an end. The quiet time of suffering is ending. Something new is being written over you, and this time it is only God's handwriting. But you need to keep it safe. You shouldn't go back to the people who only loved the hurt part of you. This new you won't look like them, and that's okay. They weren't supposed to. My child, my beloved, the person who tried to hurt you is making one last attempt. It's a fake olive branch, a voice you know but doesn't mean what it says. Don't let it fool you. It's not love. It's a trick that looks like comfort, and even one word could slow you down by months if you answer it. I wasn't sent to scare you. I was sent to let you know. Your silence will be your sword in this last test. You might want to answer. You'll want to give an answer. Do not speak, though. Don't fight back. Just stand up. This person used to see your light and want to dim it. But what God is about to do through you will make them blind. Their words won't make sense. Their plans will not work out. Their power will be stopped, not because you fought, but because you believed. My child, my beloved, the wealth that is coming to you is more than just money. It's spiritual, emotional, and about relationships. It doesn't matter what kind of thing God took away from you. The speed with which He is giving it back will shock you. It will only take days for doors that have been shut for years to swing open. People who you didn't think would like you will start calling your name, and things that seemed so far away will start to move quickly, quietly, and miraculously toward you. But great blessings come with great lessons. Don't tell anyone. Be quiet as you move. Have a party in secret. Let the results you get be your roar. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. The enemy can't attack something he can't see, and until your time comes, God is hiding you from view. The unveiling will be beautiful when the time comes, but for now, keep your peace like a valuable thing. You're not going crazy, my child and beloved. Your old timeline is going away. And even though that loss may feel like things are falling apart, they are actually coming together. It's taking out all the threads that were never meant to be part of your story. Let them fall apart. They should go, because what is coming to take their place was made by the same God who made the stars. You were never meant to be scared. You were never supposed to beg for love. You were never meant to be happy with crumbs because heaven wrote feasts into your plan. But to walk into that promise, you have to leave the famine, even if it's scary, and even if it means walking alone. In fact, it's when you walk alone in obedience that you are never really alone. You can walk with heaven. No, this is not a metaphor. Angels are really around you as you read this, my child, my beloved. The pull in your chest, the warmth on your skin, and the stillness around you are not in your mind. These things are spiritual proofs that you are not being led by accident. Right now, the mantle is moving. You're more than just a message receiver. You are becoming a messenger, a light bearer, a voice that will break the silence around people who need to wake up, and someone who breaks generational patterns. That's why the enemy attacked you so hard. He knew what would happen in your life before you did, but now you know too, and you can't take it back. Now that the veil is gone, you are fully awake. My beloved child, I have been given permission to tell you a divine secret. I need to speak it slowly so it sinks into your spirit. Your wait wasn't a denial. It was a divine plan. Things didn't happen even when you cried, prayed, begged, or fasted because someone or something was still being taken away. God saw things you didn't see. Behind your back, He heard what you say. He saw the silent betrayal moving around your happiness like a shadow. And heaven couldn't give you what you asked for as long as those bad energies were around. That's why things stopped. But the cleansing is now over, and the miracle that seemed like it vanished is coming back faster, clearer, and stronger than ever. This is not the same blessing you asked for before. It's bigger now that you're stronger. You are now ready. I need you to understand something very important right now, my child, my beloved. The person who tried to hurt you lost. Even though it looked like they were in charge, heaven was keeping track of everything they did behind closed doors, every lie they told, and every trick they pulled. And now, there has been a verdict in the spirit. They are no longer in charge of your life. Still, they don't know that yet. That's why they might come back to you in dreams, memories, messages, or even just by chance. But they are not coming back to make peace. They're coming back to connect with your light again because their own has run out. Be smart. Now is not the time to be emotional. Now is the time to be strong. Lock the door. Close it up. The story of them is over. Your new one starts now. My child, my beloved, you are being crowned in silence. Heaven is scribbling your new name on a scroll of glory, while the rest of the world sleeps and people look for distractions. You passed all of your tests, even the ones you didn't know were tests. You could have run away, but you stayed. You let go even though it cost you everything. You had no reason to believe what you said. And because of that, heaven is raising you up in ways that you can't explain. You can only feel. You won't have to work hard for the next blessing in your life. You won't have to chase it, because it was always meant to be yours. It will come to you like death. Right now, all you have to do is stay aligned, pure, safe, and quiet, until the promise comes true. You are being crowned in silence, my child, my beloved, my child, my beloved. Heaven is scribbling your new name on a scroll of glory, while the rest of the world sleeps, and people look for distractions. You passed every test, even ones you didn't know were tests. You could have run away, but you stayed. You let go even though it cost you everything. You had no reason to believe what you said. And because of that, heaven is raising you up in ways that you can't explain. You can only feel. You won't have to work hard for the next blessing in your life. You won't have to chase it, because it was always meant to be yours. It will come to you like death. Right now, all you have to do is stay aligned, pure, safe, and quiet until the promise comes true. You are God's child and most beloved, and He has hidden someone special for you. It's possible that this person can answer questions you've had for years. They won't come into your life with a big deal. They are not going to be loud. Their presence will feel like peace, and they will come in quietly. This person wasn't meant to come into your life too soon, because the energies around you at the time would have tainted what was meant to be shared. The path is now clear, though, since the last betrayal has been taken away from your circle. Don't look for anything. Do not beg for money. Just keep this trust in your heart. The person who is meant to pour into you will know you right away, and when they get there, it will be like remembering something you forgot. You are already the subject of a miracle, my child and beloved. It was let go as soon as you refused to fight back. If you let go of your grudge instead of holding on to it, a huge shift happened that big angels had to move around you to carry it. You don't need to feel it yet. It's taking place already, and soon something unexpected will prove everything I just said. It could be a call, a sign, or a sudden chance. No matter what it is, you will know, because your spirit will be at peace, even if your mind doesn't understand what's going on. That's your lead. That's how you'll know the promise has come true. It won't make sense, but it will bring peace. And God is peace. You are not the same person you were last year, my child and beloved. You're not the same person you were last week. You're not even the same person you were yesterday. That's why the people who used to get you now feel far away. That's why the places where you used to fit well feel tight now. That's why your old life is slowly falling apart. It's because you outgrew it. Even if nothing seems wrong, in the quiet, your soul grew. When you were let down, your discernment improved. New language, circles, and patterns are now necessary for your elevation. It's okay to shed these clothes. You're not changing who you are. You're going back to it. You're not beginning over. Your height is going up. This is a new start. This is fixing things up. This is how heaven makes sure you'll never shrink for anyone else again. My beloved child, heaven has been waiting for the exact moment when your mind was still enough, your heart soft enough, and your spirit awake enough to hear this last truth. No one ever forgot about you, not even for a second. You could hear every prayer you said in your head. Every single tear you shed was seen. It was written down every time you kept quiet to value someone else's peace while your own was being broken. Because you stayed even when it didn't make sense and kept believing even when nothing was changing, God has given you permission to make a step in the right direction that you can't stop. It starts right now, not next week or next season. What heaven wants from you in return is only this: don't go back. What's coming won't fit with what was. The wind is about to change in your favor, my child, my beloved. People will call your name, honor you, and remember you in the same places where no one noticed you before. Soon, the people who didn't see your worth will wonder how they did not see it. But pay close attention. Retaliation is not the point of this elevation. It has to do with purpose. Never did I mean to show them they were wrong. You had to show that you were always right to believe. Now that you believe, you have built a spiritual base that is strong enough to hold your breakthrough. Put your weight on it. Don't be ashamed of what you earn behind people's backs. This isn't being proud. The prophecy has come true. When people are humble, they get rewards from heaven. You, beloved, have been humble through pain that would have broken most people. The reward will be unlike anything you could have thought of because of this. Part 5. There were times when it seemed like time was against you, my child, my beloved. You saw people around you get what you were still praying for. You asked questions not because you didn't believe, but because your heart was getting tired. Still, you didn't give up. You might have moved more slowly. Even though you stopped, You never really let go. That's why heaven held on to you the whole time. You didn't know that every no you got was protecting a yes that needed everything to be just right. That lineup is right here. You no longer have to fight time. It does work for you. The next few weeks will bring restoration that doesn't fit with the calendar. It will move quickly because this is not a natural favor. You thought it would take years. Supernatural reversal has occurred. There is a reason why your dreams have been more vivid, my child, my beloved. There is a reason why you keep seeing the same numbers, strange patterns, and sudden bursts of clarity. These are not just random events. They prove something. There is less of a wall between the natural and the divine around you because your purpose is getting stronger. You've reached a spiritual window where downloads are sent straight to your spirit. Things will start to just make sense to you. The energy of someone will not be pure for you to feel. Your gut will tell you when something is right before it does. Do not disregard these signs. Your spiritual intelligence is being brought to life. You prayed to be wise. God is answering by how we see things. Believe it. Follow it. It will keep you safe from traps that your mind could never find. My beloved child. My beloved child. There's a reason why your dreams are more real. There is a reason why you keep seeing the same numbers, strange patterns, and sudden bursts of clarity. These are not just random events. They prove something. There is less of a wall between the natural and the divine around you because your purpose is getting stronger. You've reached a spiritual window where downloads are sent straight to your spirit. Things will start to just make sense to you. The energy of someone will not be pure for you to feel. Your gut will tell you when something is right before it does. Do not disregard these signs. Your spiritual intelligence is being brought to life. You prayed to be wise. God is answering by how we see things. Believe it. Follow it. It will keep you safe from traps that your mind could never find. My child, my beloved, the pain you went through in the past wasn't just to stay alive. It was about making your vision clear. You now have a different view. You understand faster. You can forgive more. You can see patterns more quickly. In no way is that trauma. It changes things. Which person, who once thought they were broken beyond repair, is now the way that heaven chose to heal other people. But you shouldn't water down your story to make it seem less important. You have to take full responsibility for your journey, including every scar, battle, and night spent by yourself, because no lie can hold you back when you walk in the truth. You carry power that can't be taken away when you heal. Your story is holy, and it's time for it to be heard. In order to keep my child, my beloved, from hearing this message for years, the enemy has used distractions, bad relationships, and cycles of not being worthy to try to keep them from hearing it. But God made a promise to you that can't be broken, not by sin, not by lying, and not by remaining silent. Yes, that promise is still alive and well, and heaven is now fighting to give it to you. Don't just believe, trust it, and act like it's already done. Act like you already have it. Make room for the good thing you can't see yet. That's faith. Yes, that is obedience. That's how you bring things into the present. This is the start of a new level of divine visibility for you, my child and beloved. It will change your life. People you haven't met before will want to be around you. Chances you didn't even apply for will come calling your name out of the blue, and things that seemed out of reach will start to come after you. But being seen means you have to be responsible. Keep your energy safe. It's not always joyful when people clap. Some are clapping to hide their envy. Some people are watching not to cheer but to learn. Be smart. Keep praying. be careful as you move. Picking your inner circle should be done with discernment, not emotion. My child, my beloved, this is not a normal season you are walking into. There has been a divine rearrangement. It may feel like things are being taken away, but what's really going on is that heaven is making room for something bigger, something that recognizes how valuable you are. Old things are falling apart because the new can't be built on foundations of lies, being small and being in charge. People who said they loved you but were afraid of your light will not be able to enter the next chapter. This is not because they will be punished, but because their hands are not clean enough to carry your promise. Because of this, God is making you uncomfortable in places where you used to feel safe. Comfort was never your calling. Growth is, my beloved child. My beloved child, right now, old spiritual contracts are being broken over your life. These are contracts you made when you were in pain, old relationships you settled for when you were lonely, and old ideas about yourself that you believed when you didn't know how valuable you were. I, Archangel Michael, have been given the sword to kill all of them. Right now, the weight they put on your shoulders is going away. You'll feel lighter, be able to think more clearly and move faster. Doors that wouldn't open before will now swing open. You won't have to worry about shaking when you tell the truth. People who have ties to your past will no longer be able to find you. This isn't because you hid, but because your frequency changed. They will just not recognize you, which is how you'll know the shift is over. You have been walking through spiritual fog, my child and beloved. But what's ahead is clear light. Getting clear on everything in your life, relationships, choices, money, and direction. Things that used to stress you out will now feel right. You won't be scared when you wake up. You'll walk without making any doubts. The chaos that was bothering you is starting to fade. It's not because you finally understand everything. It's because you finally gave up. You let go of something that was never yours to carry. No longer did you act like everything was fine. You gave yourself a break. When it broke, heaven stepped in and said, "Now I can build." In fact, this is the beginning of the building of your new self and the rise of your divine assignment. You're not behind. You're right on time. If you feel alone right now, my child, my beloved, know that I have not left you. You are being made special. There's a difference. Being set apart is the protection of purpose, while abandonment is the lack of love. God took some people out of your life not because they didn't like you, but because you were too valuable to be hurt. Your gift is very rare. Your calling is holy. There are also people who can't honor what you carry. That's why you had to hide. That's why they had to say goodbye. Don't try to get closure from people who have never taken the time to value you. Those doors are already shut by heaven. As soon as you do that, your peace will come back. My child, my beloved, I need to get you ready for what's coming next. Divine compensation. You're about to get public praise for everything you went through privately, and not just in one place. It will be easy to find love, money, power, healing, and a sense of purpose. Here's the miracle, though. It won't happen if you try hard. It will come when you are still. You won't have to show off, persuade, or compete. You will receive because you have already done the inner work, the work that can't be seen, the private surrender. And God never forgets those who are faithful. You no longer have to work hard to prove your worth. Heaven is about to show you what you carried in silence. My child, my beloved, if you are still here, thank you for paying close attention. That tells me you don't easily ignore your inner voice. Whatever was against you can't keep moving when it's dark. There are times when exposure doesn't lead to a fight. It can come in the form of understanding. Do not be in a hurry. Don't be afraid. Just keep an eye out. As soon as you make your choice, plans that are hidden become less powerful. That's the way protection really works. After reading this, take a deep breath. Take a break. You can only subscribe if it feels right for you, if you want to keep getting this message that keeps you grounded and lets you know what's going on. You don't have no power. Nothing important is getting away from you, and you're not late. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. If this word strengthened your faith and made things clear in your spirit, please agree by liking this video right now. Let it be more than a click when you do it. God's favor should flow through your life, giving you momentum, protection, and divine acceleration in every area where you've been waiting for breakthrough. Also, share this message with someone you know who needs to hear it for encouragement and protection. As you let go of it, may the same anointing that made you stronger spread through your network and bring breakthrough, clarity, and divine favor to everyone it touches. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.